Well, okay. I think the last time I was here in this position, I said I didn't want to do this anymore. That's still true. It is. But here I am because someone is telling me that I need to do this. And I have to be honest, I've thought about, because this is called a devotion, I'm beginning to think that when I do it, we really ought to call it a reflection. That's going to be my word for it. Because this period of time has really made me think about a lot of things. It's made me very grateful for what we don't have right now. It's made me grateful for the constancy and the normalcy of my life, because I was at church several days a week and I was seeing people that I was used to seeing several days a week. I had a routine, I had a structure, and I liked that. Well, I've realized how much I miss that, and I'm finding out from a lot of people that I'm not alone. There are a lot of us that miss what we have had in the past. But it also made me start thinking about some other things. One of the things that we're going to do is I now have a computer in my office. That's a big step, guys. It is. But the main purpose for that, other than just having me joining the rest of the church staff and all sorts of information, is that for the for the last quarter century, I'm the person that knows where most of the stuff is pertaining to music. And that's not a smart thing. I started with a kind of a Rolodex kind of system, card file. If you come into my office, you'll see a card file. I know, I'm embarrassed, but it's true. And then to find things and be able to plan things, I went by the church and grabbed a bunch. These are calendars from the last 22 or 23 years. And it's just fall and spring and summer. And it's divided by seasons. We have tried very much to follow the liturgical season as far as what music we select. In the beginning of the fall, it's ordinary, so that's when we do a lot of spirituals. We'll do a lot of just hymn arrangements. The men or the women will sing, and as far as the liturgical aspect is concerned, it's less structured. As we get into the fall, and then finally headed towards Advent, then we change the direction of what we're singing. We try to fit in with the scriptural direction that we go as a church, and all the way down to Christmas Eve, and then Christmas tide and Epiphany. And the same thing sort of applies in the spring. First part of the spring, again, pretty open. Then we head into the Lenten season. And from a music standpoint, we try very much to be attentive to it as much as we possibly can, so that what we sing fits in with the direction that our church is going scripturally. I, for the longest, did not have any kind of real good information about that. And many years ago, Georgianne Dukes saved my life. Again, she's done that several times. This is one of 8 volumes of music information that's going into the computer. Now, I'm just going to show you this right now. This says Sanctuary Library, and she's got it divided by titles. Then she's got it divided by composers. Then she's got it by season. Then she's got it by scripture references. And she breaks it down into voicings. I cannot tell you how many times I have picked, well look, I've broken it. I have picked this thing up and used it so many times. And Georgianne just did all of that on her own. It was just a Georgianne thing. Well, that is what's going into the computer. Someday, someone's going to be looking for something that is TTBB, tenor, bass, men's quartet, for Lent. They'll be able to find it in the computer. Right now we can, I just know how to look for it. So our goal for the next little while is to get this thing started. Janet Smith is actually working on a database right now that I think is going to have all of this information on it. So somewhere along the line, I'll join the 21st century and be able to punch a button and pull up a piece of music, whether it's composer or arranger or season or scripture or topic or voice range. I mean, there are just a lot of things that I can look for. I gotta admit, once it's done, I'm looking forward to it. See you next time.